What is going on, squad? We have a beautiful Saturday edition to go live. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because we have some breaking news that has hit this morning. Obviously, lots of people want to understand what's going on with the quarterback position. Lots of people want to understand that. However, this news that dropped today is arguably bigger than that, because let's face it, the 49ers defensive back room was a bit ravished by COVID, it appears. And so the 49ers ended up with Jimmie Ward, Dante Johnson, K'Wan Williams, Ambry Thomas, multiple guys on the COVID reserve list. We did not know. We simply did not know who was going to be available. Who's available, guys? Who's Let's go. Drop an SDS in the chat if you're vibing on this Saturday, because we get the boy back. We get the enforcer back. Jimmie Ward has been activated from the COVID reserve list. Along with Jimmie Ward, K'Wan Williams was activated. Dante Johnson was activated. Ambry Thomas was already activated earlier in the week. And also, something that brought a little tear to my eye is officially Emmanuel Moseley has been activated off of injured reserve. Let's go. That has got to make you happy going into a must-win game against the Rams. This is huge. This is huge. Obviously, we understand going into this game, who are the 49ers playing against? They're playing against Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, breaking records. They're going up against OBJ, Van Jefferson, extremely underrated wide receiver. And the 49ers needed all hands on deck, and they got them. And that is huge. That is huge to get Emmanuel Moseley back, who we've missed for a better part of a month. Will be starting against the Rams. I mean, everything is coming together really, really nicely. And this, as James details, is looking like what the starting cornerbacks are going to be for the San Francisco 49ers. It appears it will be Emmanuel Moseley, Ambry Thomas, and KK in the slot. You'd love to see it. I mean, drop some emojis, drop something. Just fill the chat with emojis, because we're hyped that we get our guys back in the DB room again. Quarterback is going to be something that we're going to be talking about. It's not official. We're going to get into it in a second about the quarterback, but the cornerback has been the biggest thing that we've all been waiting for. We have been trying to figure out who's it going to be, and as we see, it's going to be E-Man. It's going to be Ambry. So, and again, K'Wan Williams as well. So that is absolutely fantastic news. We see you guys in the chat. I know you guys are hyped as hell. Look at all the emojis coming in. Let's go. This is huge. This is huge. Josh Norman, I would imagine, stays benched, and I think we'll be okay with that. So, in the meantime, we also got some additional news, and this is coming in from Ian Rappaport. You know what? Let's screw it. Let me bring up the video. I'm gonna bring up. I'll bring up the video. We can watch it together, and I'll let you be the judge of what you hear from Ian Rappaport when he is talking about who is going to be available for the San Francisco 49ers at quarterback. Again, still non-committal. There is no official word. Still non-committal. However, all signs are pointing towards Jimmy Garoppolo getting the start. Another move that happened today to take into account is that the 49ers did not activate Nate Sudfeld from the practice squad. So, what does that mean? Well, last week, Nate Sudfeld had to be activated because Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't available. They also signed Tyler Bray. Well, Nate Sudfeld did not get the call up this week. So it will be only 2 quarterbacks active. Those 2 quarterbacks, Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo. So all signs pointing towards Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's listen to Rap Sheet himself talk about what the situation is going on right now with Jimmy Garoppolo. Take it away, Rap Sheet. Take it away, my boy.
Officially, Jimmy Garoppolo is listed as questionable, but there's several factors, Rich, that point me in the direction of believing that he is at least going to give it a shot and play some football for the 49ers tomorrow. First of all, almost every player all season who has been listed as questionable for the 49ers has played. I've talked to several sources informed of this, and they describe Garoppolo as either having a good chance of starting or a realistic chance of starting. Both of those are good things. When you listen to players this week, and they've talked about how he has thrown the ball despite a torn ligament in his thumb, despite a bone chip, they say it has been impressive, but it is not just that. He needs to be able to do all the other things like take a snap and hand off. A lot goes into this for Jimmy Garoppolo, but as of right now, it does seem, Rich, that he's going to give it a shot tomorrow.
He seems to be giving it a shot. So it does appear. All signs are pointing towards a Jimmy Garoppolo start. Okay, there we go. There we go. All signs are pointing towards a Jimmy Garoppolo start here. My goodness. So we're still waiting for the official word. Like I said, this is non-committal still. It could still be walked back. It is not an official report that he is in fact starting. It is he's seeming to start. So we will continue to monitor. We'll watch it as it progresses, and we'll do all that good stuff. But it does feel like Jimmy Garoppolo will be in the driver's seat to come tomorrow against the Rams. Obviously, we understand Jimmy Garoppolo is undefeated against the Rams. He's done a good job in his career when it comes to facing the Los Angeles Rams, Sean McVay, and whichever defense they trot out there. This won't be his first time facing Jalen Ramsey. It won't be his first time facing Von Miller or Aaron Donald. This is a game where these guys have been here before. So there probably is a big comfortability that comes along with Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of the offense. So regardless of who's starting, I think we're going to be okay. We're going to rock with whoever goes out there and is under center for the San Francisco 49ers, because all the debating, all the talking, who should start, it doesn't matter. Do you know why it doesn't matter? It's because we want to win. We want a playoff berth, obviously win and get in for the San Francisco 49ers. If they can do that, the 49ers are back into the playoffs, getting a wild card berth, which based on this year, I think we feel okay with that. Drop it in the chat. You feel okay with the 49ers making the playoffs, even though it's a wild card? Maybe it's not the first seed. Maybe they didn't win the West, but are we okay with the 49ers getting in via wild card? Because I'll tell you what, I'm okay. I want just get in the dance. That's all we want, because we understand once you get in the dance, anything can happen. Anything can happen from that point. So we got to get in, baby. We got to get in by all means necessary. Jimmy, Trey, don't care. All hands on deck. That is the vibe. Again, we've spent all year conversating, arguing, throwing blows regarding the quarterback position. But it doesn't matter. Just like Ronnie Lott says, win and get in. Let's go 49ers. 49er legend. We just want to get in the playoffs, man. That's all it really comes down to. We want to get in the playoffs. Obviously, there's another scenario out there that does exist where, hey, maybe the 49ers don't make it. Maybe the 49ers lose to the Rams. All right. Well, we're still Atlanta fans. Rise up, everyone. Rise up. Because if the Atlanta Falcons take down the New Orleans Saints, the 49ers are automatically in the playoffs. Doesn't matter what happens with the outcome of the game against the Rams. If the Atlanta Falcons win, that is a guaranteed 6th seed for the San Francisco 49ers headed into the playoffs. Tell them, Bebop, it's Matty Ice, baby. We're rise up. We're doing it all. We got faith in our 49ers. Of course, we love that the fact that the 49ers can go out, control their own destiny. They can get the win against the Rams. That's how we want to see it go down. However, we have a little other, just little sliver of hope, just in case something goes terribly wrong in that game. The Falcons can still bail us out. So we're going to have one eye on the Falcons Saints game for sure. Obviously, definitely want the San Francisco 49ers to come away with a victory. However, we know there's a little help just in case. Just in case it doesn't go as we had anticipated. So hopefully we don't need that because, like we talked about, we want the 49ers to go out to be able to go and do this by themselves. So hopefully that is the case. Mike, oh, geez, come on. There we go. Mike says Ward, most underrated defender in the NFL. I don't think that is necessarily a lie. He is not talked about enough amongst elite defensive backs in this league. He is a positionless player. He can play multiple spots, do multiple things. He can clamp you in man coverage. He can play deep zones. He can do all different kinds of things. He'll come up and stuff the run. He'll do it all. So Jimmie Ward is one of the most underrated players in this league, and that's why his importance to this game, I think, is going to yet again be something that we look at. Now, you go back to the last game that Jimmie Ward had against the Rams. He had 2 interceptions. One went back for a house call. We need Jimmie Ward. We need Jimmie Ward. We need Kowalski. We need Emmanuel. We need KK. We need Ambry. We're going to need Dante Johnson. We're going to need it's all hands on deck, ladies and gentlemen. So that is what we are aiming for. Because goodness gracious, we need this guy. We need this guy. His impact to this team, to this defense from a pure veteran leadership standpoint. Huge. Absolutely huge. And we still could have a late night gang episode tonight. We still could have a late night gang episode tonight because, again, the quarterback position has not been officially named. We still see the little crumbs that are left for us to digest. No, like I said, the report from Ian Rappaport today was not definitive. It could still be walked back based on the language being used. It appears. So we're going to wait. Most likely we'll find out about that from Adam Schefter. Like we've talked about before, Adam Schefter does his tweets from the East Coast, around like 11:30. So we could be back on for a late night gang. But all things anticipated, it does feel like Jimmy Garoppolo will get the start. I want to ask the chat this. It's time to bring the chat into the conversation. If Jimmy Garoppolo is the starter, as all signs are pointing to, and it appears Jimmy Garoppolo will start, how are you feeling? Do you feel confident? Do you feel nervous? Do you feel like Trey should be in? Do you feel like this is the guy that should be starting, even with the potential injuries that he has? because of what he's done in his past, what he's done to the Rams and things of that nature. How are you feeling? I want to know from the Sourdough Squad. Drop it into the dang chat. Let's see what we get. Dylan says, let's go to work 10. Timo says, please give me Trey. Red Eye says, Rams defense is happy that Jimmie starts. Like a win, baby. Let's go. Jimmie owns the Rams. If Jimmie is not 100%, no. Feel like he won't finish the game after a sack, and this is going to be something to monitor. How does Jimmie handle getting hit? It is going to be imperative for the offensive line up front. Something that we haven't heard about. We have not heard a word about Trent Williams. That is another update that we will be monitoring very closely. Is Trent Williams available? Because Lord knows how much we stand Trent Williams on this platform. He is one of the best, if not the best player in the NFL right now, Trent Williams. So not having him could be huge. So that is an update that we are still waiting for. Two big updates still need to come through. Is Trent Williams playing, and who is officially starting at quarterback? Frank says he's 100% confident in Jimmie G. Kaz says don't feel good with Jimmie. Let's see what else the chat has to say. Lots of worried emojis. Orlando says Jimmie is 5-0 versus the Rams. Ray says cornerbacks need to play hard off the line on the receivers. Then give it to D. I can't read right now. I don't know what that was. Just gave up mid-sentence. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. I'm looking for Jimmy Garoppolo stuff. Just win, JG. Just win. Pretty much what it comes down to. Jesus says as long as he wins it, Trey will start in the bullpen. I'm guessing the team has to rally around Jimmie. So Sue says not sure. Have mixed feelings. Louis says gotta start Jimmie. Got to start Jimmie. So you could see we got some that are hyped. We got some that are nervous. We got some that are scared. So it's going to be, God, it is going to be a lot of fun, man. There's so much drama leading into this game. So much, obviously, Trent Williams is needed. Look at Tom Compton real quick, though. Look at Tom Compton. Look at that man. Since week 13, Tom Compton is the highest graded offensive tackle with a 92.3 grade. That's above Trent Williams. And I will say this, for what PFF is, they're extremely fraudulent when it comes to O-line grades. I'm not going to even pretend. However, you guys know we watch the tape. We watch the tape, especially the 49ers offensive line, and we evaluate them. And Tom Compton, his grade is matching the tape. So, that being said, we like that. We really like that. And people are like, I don't understand why praising Tom Compton immediately elicits bye-bye Mike McGlinchey comments. Mike McGlinchey is under contract next year. Mike McGlinchey will be on your San Francisco 49ers in 2022. The 49ers picked up his fifth-year option. That next year, which is in 2022, Mike McGlinchey will be playing on his fifth-year deal or fifth-year option in 2022. So, and we get it. I think, and this is my evaluation of Tom Compton. I think from Tom Compton standpoint, I think Tom Compton has been absolutely phenomenal in the run game. As a run blocker, what Tom Compton has been able to do in the run game, the 49ers haven't missed a beat. with Tom Compton in the run game. He's able to do everything that they need him to do. However, you still see some of the issues of pass blocking rear its head. I think the scheme has done a really good job of hiding Tom Compton. They do a lot of run action, which changes the technique of pass blocking. Um, and it's apparent they do it quite a bit, and it helps Tom Compton be more successful in pass protection. It's when Tom Compton's on an island, also when Tom Compton has to execute stunts. That's something that Mike McGlinchey, Daniel Brunskill were literally undefeated at. Literally did not lose a stunt. That is where Tom has struggled in pass protection, passing off stunts, doing those types of things. It still rears its head every now and again. So there are positives to both the players' games. Tom Compton is doing really, really well in the run game, but he still have not been able to fully match what Mike McGlinchey was doing in pass protection. In when Mike McGlinchey was in, there is a straight up difference in how they call certain protections on the right side, because they would put Mike McGlinchey on an island time and time again, and he was successful. I know that doesn't fit the narrative of a lot of people out there, but he was. You don't see them do the same thing with Tom Compton because they're helping him as much as they can, but Tom Compton deserves all the credit. He's been doing fantastic. Doesn't mean when we say Tom Compton does good, we need to get rid of anyone else. But that's my 2 cents. Very excited for this man. I am very, very excited for this man to get E-Man back into the mix. I think is going to be so clutch, because if you go back to the Rams game earlier this year, week 10, Emmanuel Moseley had a fantastic game. He could have came away with 2 picks. One of the picks was actually broken up from Talanoa Hufanga, who I do not believe is going to be available for this game. However, we will continue to monitor, but I don't anticipate Talanoa Hufanga will be up against the Rams. So we'll have linebackers playing special teams like Mark Nyocha, destroying his name, and some other guys. Also, Darquez Denard, who the 49ers signed to the practice squad this week. He has been activated to the active roster. So that's going to be interesting to watch, but I am so excited for this guy right here to get Emmanuel Moseley back into the mix. I mean, E-Man he has been such a good cornerback in my opinion when he's been available. I feel like Emmanuel Moseley, when he's in the game, quarterbacks and offensive coordinators understand that it is not easy to go after this guy right here. I talk about it all the time. One of my favorite techniques that he does, he baits quarterbacks all the time because he has immense length at the cornerback position. One of the things that he does, he has this ability to sit in the hip pocket and appear to like have maybe give the wide receiver a like half a body length advantage. The reason why Emmanuel Moseley's so good is because he can sit in that hip pocket, bait quarterback to think they can fit a spot, and he reaches across with his long ass arms and he breaks up passes non-stop. So to get him back in this game that is showcasing 3 very strong wide receivers, huge. Absolutely huge. Obviously, we've seen Josh Norman, we've seen Dante Johnson, we've seen what that looks like. Ambry Thomas, I think we feel pretty comfortable with, which is a huge development considering what we felt about Ambry Thomas in the Bengals game and watching that situation play out. So the fact that Ambry Thomas is going to be back in kind of a I would imagine Ambry's going to go back to the right cornerback position. I think he was playing left cornerback last game, which is like the cornerback 1 spot. So I think in this opportunity, Emmanuel Moseley goes back to cornerback 1, which is the left cornerback, and they stick Ambry back on the right side. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. Obviously, we've already talked about it, but Jimmie Ward coming back is that was scaring me. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I was a little nervous for our boy, Jimmie Ward, but he's back. And I got the question right here. Do I, oops, do I think Ambry Thomas is going to hang with OBJ? I think Ambry Thomas has the ability. I think you can see the athletic traits. You can see the athletic profile that he provides. He has an ability. He has pretty fluid hips. When it's all said and done, he has pretty decent feet. Allows him to mirror wide receivers pretty well. And I think OBJ is still a phenomenal wide receiver and a phenomenal talent. Uh, but I think the young buck could be able to stick with them a little bit. So we're gonna see. I think the biggest obviously threat that the 49ers are worried about is they are worried about Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp he clearly is proving to be able to do it all. He's done it from so many different vantage points, from the slot, from the outside, going deep, going short, intermediate. He's a complete wide receiver. He can do it all. He's got route running, he's got hands, he's got toughness. He can do it all. So Cooper Kupp is obviously going to be the one that we're going to be keying on the most, but we also don't want to get beat by guys like OBJ and especially Van Jefferson. We don't want to sleep on Van Jefferson. We saw Van Jefferson take advantage of KK a little bit and stuff like that in that Week 10 matchup. So it's going to be interesting to see how they attack the slot. Something I'll be watching. Jesus says, will Hufanga play tomorrow? I don't believe he will. I don't believe Hufanga will play. He hasn't been available for quite some time. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what occurs in that regard. I want to see what we got from the chat. We did this yesterday, but we'll do it again. We got some new people in the chat. What are your guys' score predictions for the San Francisco 49ers versus Rams final game of the year? No Aziz Al-Shaair from what I've seen. Although Aziz Al-Shaair was listed as questionable, but he did not practice this week. He had 3 did not participate, and he is questionable, but we'll find out. So I don't think we're going to see Aziz. That's my gut, but we'll find out. K1 is back in business. He is back in business, which is huge. We need KK in the slot. Jackie says 31-24 Niners. Mark says 2017 Niners. I really feel like this is going to be, I think the 49ers have scored, I think what they scored, 31 on them last time. It feels like it's going to be in that range of outcome. I'm going to go ahead and call it. I called it 31-28, and I'm going to stick with that. I think it's going to be a game that comes down to the wire, potentially won on the last field goal. Mark's saying that too, potential last field goal. Alex says 9-9 tie, which would actually get the 49ers into the playoffs. A tie would get the 49ers into the playoffs, so a tie actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Tie would actually help the 49ers get into the playoffs. Simon says, with the 49ers secondary back, I believe it will be a low-scoring game, 17-13. 28-17 from Mark. We got a 31-10, 24-21 Rams, but Falcons beat Saints 17-10. Ooh. Now that is a nuanced score prediction right there. Again, the 49ers didn't come out with the dub. However, because the Falcons beat the Saints in this scenario, 49ers are on to the playoffs. Let's go. Steve says 24-20 Niners. Let's see. Red Eye says Odd Shark says Rams over Niners 24-20. Welp, hey, I like not being picked. I like that. Bet against the 49ers. 49ers do better when their back's against the wall. Mark Evans got 26-16 Niners. Niners by nature got Jimmie starts 31-24. I think that could be a real range of outcome right there. 34-28 from Brian. Rams by 7. Could happen. It could happen. But hopefully Falcons get that dub. Let's go Falcons. You know the vibe. A says he's calling the score, but he's not going to call the winner. He's too nervous. Steve says 35-25 Niners because I have 5 and a 5 on the pool. I got you. I got you. Nico says 42-20. Oh, thank you, Jay Tran. Hit that like, share, and sub. Also, hit those notification bells so whenever we go live, just like probably tonight when we find out about Trent Williams and Jimmie Garoppolo, you know we're going live, and you can hop in with us at the jump. 27-24. Let's see. We got 25-19. So you can see pretty balanced. We got a close one here, 30-29, 38-28. So it's lit. You see the vibes. You see the score predictions. I think those are pretty accurate. Those are pretty much on par with what we saw yesterday as well. So 49ers, man, we need them. We need these boys. Come through. Come through. Is there any possible chance that we play LA again next week? I think there is. I think there's a big chance that we could actually play them next week. Obviously, got to see everything unfold and play out, but I believe there is a range of outcome where the 49ers actually get into the playoffs and they turn around and they play the Rams again. I don't think the Rams want that. I think the Rams want to take care of business as possible. I can guarantee you the Rams would much rather play the New Orleans Saints in the wild card with home field advantage throughout the playoffs much more than the 49ers. So there's a lot on the line for the Rams. The division is on the line. This is a hats and t-shirts game. They want to come out. They want to stick it to the 49ers. They want to win the division and kick us out the playoffs all in one. So the Rams are going to be motivated here. The Rams are going to be motivated 100%. So it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to be like Debo and just go at it. Oh, did you guys see Aaron Donald? Did you guys see Aaron Donald acknowledge Debo Samuel? Did we see that? I'll pull it up real quick. Might as well. Might as well. Why not? So obviously we've seen Debo Samuel's response when asked if he'd like to have a conversation with Aaron Donald. Obviously, we understand there's a bit of a history there, but Debo just wasn't having it. He didn't want any part of it, and I thought it was funny because Aaron Donald was asked about Debo Samuel again. And if you haven't watched it, I'm going to show it right here. And if you have, I'm sure you won't mind watching again. Let's listen to Aaron Donald talk about Debo Samuel here really quick and see him acknowledge his father. Let's play this really quick.
And what kind of problems does Debo Samuel present for you guys?
Who's that? No. No, they move him around everywhere. So he's in the backfield. They do different tosses with him. He's out at wide receiver, so they just use him all over the place. So
thank you.
I thought that I liked it. Good job, AD. I like how he played with it. I'm not gonna lie, I wish he didn't say nothing. I wish he didn't say nothing. to be honest. But it is what it is. We're ready to go. He did say Samuel. Debo Samuel coming in tough. Debo Samuel coming in tough. But man, I'm excited for this game. I'm excited for this game. Jackie says you could tell that was tough for him. It was, because he understands. He understands. Oh, what he did by that soundbite that we broke. Last year. It was one of the greatest things. It was one of the greatest things that I've done as a covering the San Francisco 49ers as an independent content creator. Was breaking the Who's That soundbite. That was a lot of fun. Obviously, it sticks with us to this day, and something that we still laugh about. I want to see from the chat again. Let's do a little bold prediction segment. Let's do bold predictions. What are your bold predictions for the Rams game against the 49er? Who's going to do what? Who's going to be the sneaky player of the game? Who's going to make a play? Throw out some stat lines. What's Elijah Mitchell going to run for? What's Debo Samuel going to catch for? I want to see some bold takes in the chat. I want to see some bold takes. So drop them in the chat when you got them. I think a bold take that we're going to see, I think we're going to see potentially over. I think a bold take is Elijah Mitchell rushes for over 150 yards. I think Elijah Mitchell is going to be going nuts. I think that is going to be something that we see. Brandon says Ayuk, player of the game, 100 yards. I like that take. Oh, this is a bold take. This is a bold take. Trey Lance will start. This is a bold take. Ooh, another bold take on who is starting. Ambry Thomas gets fourth quarter pick 6 for the win. I like that take. We got 2 Ambry pick 6 bold takes back to back. Ooh, Mitchell getting 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air. I like that as well. 11 for that long touchdown. Brandon Ayuk is potentially primed to have a pretty big game. We're going to find out. Frank says for his bold take, Juwan Jennings first quarter touchdown. I like that. We're due for a Juwan Jennings touchdown. So would love to see that. Would absolutely love to see that. Bebop wants to see the Bear thrive. Jimmie, if playing, is throwing 300 yards. Hell, I could see that. I could absolutely see that. Ooh, this is what we want. We want Stafford running for his life. We want Stafford moved off his spot. We want Arden Key, Samson Ebukam, Kentavious Street, Kevin Givens, Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Jordan Will. We want the squad hunting Stafford. We want the hunt to begin. Ooh, Trey Lance gets the start plus 300, or this isn't even a start. This is maybe in this scenario, in this bold take, Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt soon into the game, and then Trey Lance comes in and goes off. Talk about storybook. Talk about storybook, man. If Jimmy gets a start, gets hurt, Trey Lance comes in, takes over, and wins the game, storybook. Thomas gets a pick 6. James says Mitchell 100 yards and a touchdown. Kittle 85 yards. I like that. Matching the number. Juice with a touchdown. Oh, red eye. Don't put this evil on me, Ricky Bobby. He says, watch Robbie Gould miss a winning field goal. Sad. Please don't. I mean, I would be okay with it just because that means we get Jason Aponte losing his absolute mind. That would be the only silver lining there. That would be the only one. 44 with 2 touchdowns. I like that. Hell, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Whoever's going to put in the work for the 49ers, that's all we care about. Aloha Smitty says Stafford doesn't finish the game. That's a bold take. That is a bold take, ladies and gentlemen. Good job, Aloha Smitty. Stafford doesn't finish. He gets knocked out the first half. Ooh-wee. Let's go, Smitty. Let's go, Smitty. Money Mark says Jimmie throws 2 touchdowns. Lance rushes for 1. Who was it on this? Was it on our live? I think someone said, what if the 49ers started what if they started Jimmie and Trey? Jimmie under center, Trey at running back. I was like, that'd actually be kind of a cool wrinkle to see. I'm not going to lie. I think that would be funny. Dylan, Robbie Gould hits 4 field goals for his bold take. Ambry Thomas gets his first interception. Whew. We need that Ambry energy up. We need Ambry to show out. Ambry has an opportunity to really put a lot of positive momentum into his stock heading into this offseason. We know we got Emmanuel Moseley back. Jason Verrett probably will not be back. K'Wan Williams probably won't be back. So the fact that the 49ers have Emmanuel Moseley under contract and Ambry Thomas performing and looking to be a starting caliber cornerback, he has an opportunity to build a ton of positive momentum amongst this fan base heading into the offseason. He's already doing a great job. Ooh, Chester Gray says Mitchell explodes for 29 carries, 170 yards. Would love to see it. All right. Debo completes his first touchdown pass. Ooh. Mitchell sets a new franchise record. Ooh, these are good bold takes. Niner by Nature says, my bold take, Trey will win us this game, period. Doesn't matter who's going to start it. Niner by Nature said Trey's going to finish it. I like that take. Alex says, Kittle 102 touchdowns. Ooh, I'd love a Kittle breakout. Would love a Kittle breakout. Kittle's close to getting to 1,000 yards receiving. I think we got like 3 or 4 guys on the brink of getting 1,000 yards on the year. I think Elijah Mitchell has the opportunity to get 1,000 yards rushing, right? I think George Kittle has the ability to get 1,000 yards receiving. And there's a couple other guys trying to go for that 1,000-yard mark as well. So, God, I would love it. Mitchell getting 150 yards against Green Bay. A little bit of mini Mostert action. Ayuk, 3 touchdowns a game or in the game. That would be fire. That would be fire. I want this. I want another Ward pick 6 for the culture. I want another Ward pick 6 for the culture. I think that would be fine. This isn't a bold take because you know damn well you're going to be drinking a beer. You're probably drinking a beer right now, Pack. This is not a bold take. This is a Coors Light take. This is like a Michelob Ultra take. All right, that's not a bold take. Mark says Trey hits the wheel route for Juice for a touchdown. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ace says I joined a little late. Dang it. Why are you joining? I'm just kidding. I'm not sure if you've talked about it. Is there any info on RB2 to split the touches? This is the thing. There's no news about RB2, what the touches are going to look like. They're never going to divulge that information of like what they anticipate touches are going to be. I think a lot of it is you obviously have a baseline plan going into the game, but it is a hot hand approach. However, Jeff Wilson didn't take a carry. There was the only running back who took a carry against the Texans was Elijah Mitchell. He took all of them. George Kittle had a rush. Deebo Samuel had a couple rushes or a handful of rushes, but Jeff Wilson didn't touch the ball once. He was out there. And when they use Jeff Wilson, they use him as a fullback. They really do. They put him in motion. They run those counter plays to the outside. A lot of those times they use Jeff Wilson in that role to be kind of like essentially like a fullback. It's a mismatch thing that they try to take advantage of because Jeff Wilson is a able blocker. However, it doesn't feel like it's going to be a split. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's going to be a lot of Elijah Mitchell. So I think if last game is any indication, again, Jeff Wilson got 0 touches. Elijah Mitchell got all the carries from the running back position. So, and with JaMycal Hasty's the third down back. He has a role as a third down back, but that doesn't guarantee he actually gets any touches. So we'll find out. We'll find out. George Kittle, 151 touchdown. I like that. Oh, so Nick Bosa is just going to make up. Nick Bosa is going to make up for the lack of sack production over the lack of 2 games. He's going to go nuts and get that 20 sack number. I think that would be a franchise record, right? I believe Aldon Smith has the franchise record with 19 and a half sacks. So 5 would get the record. I could be wrong, but it's around there. Juice will score. I'm your number 1 anti-Kyle Niner troll. That's true. That's very true. Trent Williams catches a touchdown. Oh, we need that for the culture. Niner D hold Ram to under 7 rushing. Kittle going to go for 2 touchdowns. SF quarterback has over 300 yards. Non-committal on which actual quarterback is getting that mark. All signs are pointing to Jimmy Garoppolo starting. Oh, this is bold, Big Dez. Jeff Wilson 3 touchdown runs. That is bold. That is bold as all bold. This is bold as well. Bosa breaks sack record. 5 sacks. I love these. These are good bold takes. 3 touchdowns. Ooh, Cooper Kupp 0 touchdowns. I like that. I like the Rams-inspired bold takes. No Cooper Kupp production. God, we'll need that. We could use that. Nick Bosa interception. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I like that. Trey will come in. Bold take. I think that's a bold take. This would be fun. Samson Ebukam against his own team, his old team, coming in. I like it. I like storylines like that, man. I like storylines like that. That's a lot of fun. Hey, I'll take this. Jimmy G throws 0 picks. We understand. When we talk about keys to victory, when we talk about it's really cliche because it feels like I say the same things, but I think it's football is a very complex game. But when you look at what it takes to win football games, it's not very complex. It's who controls the ball the longest, who holds on to the ball the longest, meaning who doesn't turn the ball over, who runs the ball better. Like it's really not a very you can get super analytical and you can make it real difficult or all of these different keys to victory. But the biggest keys to victory, the 49ers specifically always talk about running the damn football. Don't turn the ball over in a game. That's how you win a game, especially if you're the San Francisco 49ers. Ward gets another pick. Debo, 120 yards and a touchdown, 85 yards. Ayuk, 1 touchdown, 75 yards. Mitchell, 2 touchdowns, 100. The boys feasting. I like that. 49ers by 100. Trey Lance rushes for 1 touchdown, throws 2. What if Jimmie balls out? Good. I would love that. Oh, all-pro Fred, 2 interceptions. Let's go. Jennings 2 touchdowns. Jimmie D 2 rushing touchdowns. That's a bold take. This is a bold one. 0 pass attempts, so just run the ball. That's it. Just run the ball. Or every pass is going to be behind the line of scrimmage, and so it's effectively still a handoff. The start of the Lance Ayuk connection, 3 touchdowns to Ayuk. Ooh, DJ Jones fumble recovery touchdown. I like that. That's a good bold take right there. So you guys have been dropping some fire bold takes. I love this. Oh, look, we got Twitch streamers. Let's go. Holding it down for the Twitch squad. Let's go. How about this bold take? Trent Williams scores a touchdown. I need it. I need it for the culture. I need to see Trent get in there. What's good, Don? What's good, homie? So, man, Bebop, tell him, boy. Playoffs start today. It is it's a big game. Obviously, biggest game of the year. We see you. Game-winning field goal from Robbie. We see you out in Germany holding it down. Let's go. Sourdough Squad is worldwide. The Sourdough Squad is worldwide. So I see you guys. This game is going to be crazy, man. This game is going to be intense. I don't think it's going to go like smoothly. I think we'll probably have maybe a turnover here or there. I also imagine the 49ers are going to force a turnover here or there. I think this is going to be a straight up brawl. I think this is going to be like a little bit of throwback. A little bit of throwback in the sense of the 49ers know what they need to do to win this game. They need to run the football. They need to keep the ball out of Matthew Stafford's hands. Again, we've seen the recipe. So I think that's what they're going to try to do. And they're just going to try to bludgeon these dudes to death. And I think that is a great, great plan for success, is basically just impose your will. Impose your will of running the football, play action, converting on third downs. Huge. Convert on third downs. Do not get off the field quick. We talk about playing complementary football nonstop. What is complementary football? Keeping your defense on the side while you put together drives, put up points. Your defense comes back out on the field and they get a stop. You come back out on offense and you keep the momentum flowing. What we've seen from this team is when they get disjointed, it's from a momentum standpoint. Like, let's say the defense comes out, makes a good stop, 49ers go 3 and out. That's when we've seen issues occur. So we don't want to see that. We want to see complementary football, of course, offense, defense, special teams, all 3 phases playing together. But again, huge emphasis on running the football. Running the football. Elijah Mitchell, my boy, we need you. We need you. So I'm really looking forward to what this looks like. Again, the 49ers have all their weapons available. We're excited for this. I want to see what Daniel Brunskill does. Can he continue his dominance over one of the best players in the NFL? Can he do it? I think he can. But we're going to find out. Again, obviously, we are still waiting on some pretty big news, quarterback, left tackle news. So there might be another, like I've talked about, there might be another live in our future, depending on when that is released. So that will be a huge indication for the San Francisco 49ers, what they're trying to do on offense. Obviously, Trent Williams is a difference maker. So him versus a rookie, it's a pretty big discrepancy. So we're going to find out what's going on there. Most likely is going to be coming out later today. So we'll see. So we will see, and we'll find out about Trey. But it does feel like Jimmy Garoppolo is trending in that direction to be the starter. It's just where it's headed. But we've seen multiple different thought processes. Maybe Jimmie comes in and Trey takes over because Jimmie can't keep going. It's going to be crazy. This is going to be one of the crazier games, I feel like, build up that we've had in the last couple years. So there's a lot at stake. Obviously, on the defensive side, this is going to be a game where the defensive line needs to thrive. JT Tran, 52nd like. I think we could do better than 52 likes from the Sourdough Squad. I think we could. I think we could do better than 52 likes. We'll see. We'll see what you guys are feeling like today. If you guys are enjoying the live, do me a favor, smash that like. If you are new to the channel, hit that sub. Become a member of the Sourdough Squad. It's much better over here. It's much better over here. Let's go. We at 74, just like that. I appreciate you guys always supporting your boy. Really means a lot. Todd Anderson says Lance will start. Last time I seen a Niner game locally in South Dakota was when Lance started against Arizona on Fox. Lance being from Minnesota. McKinnon got a touchdown. Let's go. McKinnon got a touchdown. That's a bold take. He's saying Lance will start. No ifs, ands, or buts. He will start. So, also, Jet McKinnon, former 49ers legend, just got a touchdown. So that's fun. That's fun. Hey, I appreciate you holding it down on Twitch, my boy. I really do. I really do. So again, kind of like what I was talking about on the defensive side, it's going to start up front with those big boys. It's going to start up front with those big boys. It's going to start with DJ Jones. It's going to start with Eric Armstead. It's going to start with Arden Key. It's going to start with Ebukam. It's going to start with that pass rush that we have and the waves of guys that we're going to throw at that Rams offensive line. It starts up front in the trenches. Obviously, Fred Warner has been playing at an extremely high level. We understand who we got now on the edges at cornerback. Emmanuel Moseley's back. Ambry Thomas. KK's back. We get Ward back. We got Kowalski. So, and it looks like we're going to get Dre Greenlaw back. So, okay. Vince is telling me to look at Jalen Ramsey's story. Oh, I'm blocked by Jalen Ramsey now that I think about it. I was going to go to Jalen Ramsey's page, but I am blocked by Jalen Ramsey. And that was because, if you guys remember, I think it was 2017. I think Jalen Ramsey called Jimmy Garoppolo a system quarterback. Oh, we roasted Jalen Ramsey. We roasted him. We took over his comment section on IG, and he blocked me after that. So I was going to pull it up. However, I am blocked. Hold on a second. I'll figure this out. I want to see now. I'm going to go look. Let me hop on a burner. I'm just kidding. Jalen Ramsey. All right, what do we got? Oh, I kind of like that. I'll pull it up here on the screen. Don't you worry. I will pull it up here on the screen. I kind of like that. I'll set it up here. I kind of like that. This kind of spice. I like that. Ooh, it's kind of spicy. All right, I'm going to pull it up. Here. I'll show you why it's spicy. Let's go. Don't spoil it in the chat yet. Don't spoil it in the chat yet. All right, let's take a look. Let's look at the Jalen Ramsey spice. Oh, yeah, we could be superstars, but I'm pretty sure our time is up. Oh my goodness. Hey, we're social media savants. We know what subliminal posting looks like. We're not dumb. We've been here. This is what is Super Gremlin? What is Super Gremlin? Yeah, okay, we get it. Super Gremlin. It's a Kodak Black song. A lot of people like Super Gremlin. That's the 49ers song right now. I'm just telling you. Hey, the 49ers have been rocking Super Gremlin. It's the unofficial soundtrack to the San Francisco 49ers this season. And okay. Message received, Jalen Ramsey. So, hey, every walkout song, the 49ers, every walkout to a game that the 49ers have played, just for reference. Just, I see someone saying I'm old. They have come out to this song. This song has been pretty prevalent with the San Francisco 49ers. Kind of see Jalen Ramsey posting about it. This feels like a little subliminal, a little bit of a subliminal shot. So I'm excited. Man. Let's go. Just adds a little bit to the top. It's a little spicy. We like that. So we know Jalen Ramsey. I think Jalen Ramsey punched his own teammate last week, Taylor Rapp. So good. Go off, Jalen. Go off, because I agree. I hope George Kittle demolishes that man. I really don't like Jalen Ramsey. I don't. He's talented and I don't know. Something about Jalen. I don't know if it probably still stems from those Jags days, but we just got to punch him in the face. That's what it comes down to. That's what it's going to come down to. He said that IG story was for a rap. Oh, you got to love it. So, hey, keep going, Jalen. Go off, King. Do you. And again, say what you want. Super Gremlin and the 49ers have been tied pretty tight. They've been tied pretty tight. So, I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So, I think that's a good spot for today. Oh, post game is going to be lit if the 49ers win. It is going to be lit. It's going to be sad if they don't. But if they win, it is going to be, the vibes are absolutely going to be immaculate for sure. So I think that's a good spot for this live. Definitely covered a bunch. Just seeing what else stuff is coming through. So as we've talked about, there could be another live coming tonight. We'll find out. Maybe not. We'll see how incapacitated I am tonight. But the 49ers still need to officially name quarterback, tackle. Two things left. Trent Williams, who is actually starting at quarterback. Again, nothing definitive yet. So if that stuff breaks, big time potential for a late night gang episode. So we'll find out. That's what I'm waiting for now. Is Trent Williams playing or not? Is he? Is he? Or who's starting? Is it going to be Trey Lance or is it going to be Jimmy Garoppolo? Everything's trending towards Jimmy Garoppolo. However, they have not made it official. So those are the things that we'll be on the lookout for. And we'll find out. So keep an eye out. Hit that subscribe button. If you're new here, smash that like button because you're a lovely Sourdough Squad member. And hit that bell because if we do go live tonight at like 11:30 or some random ass time, you're going to want to be notified of that. Because if you guys have been here for a late night gang episode, late night gang episodes are typically the most legendary episodes. So be prepared. Don't miss it. And we'll see what comes of it. Wanted to thank all you guys, as always, for vibing with me in the chat. The chat is literally undefeated. The vibes that come out of this chat are beautiful. They're unmatched. They truly, truly are. So I appreciate you guys always contributing, always chopping it up with me. Makes this stuff a lot of fun. So we'll potentially be back later tonight. We'll find out. But thank you guys for rocking with me on this beautiful Saturday. Huge game tomorrow. Let's go 49ers. We need this dub. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Jesse said my 11-year-old just showed me your YouTube. And I've seen you around here a bunch, Jesse. And he says going to make an account just for your show. I appreciate that, my guy. I appreciate all you guys always vibing. You guys are the best. I really do appreciate it. So we'll potentially be back tonight. We'll be on tomorrow. It's nuts. It's nuts. This is a crazy time to be a 49er fan. All this entire insane season starting in January. Like, we've been following the Niners nonstop since January. And it's come up to this point where the 49ers now have an opportunity to get into the playoffs. Whether it's through them or the Falcons, there's an opportunity to get in. So we'll see. We will see what goes down tomorrow. It is going to be insane. So stay tuned. Enjoy your time with your families tonight. We got war tomorrow. Let's go. I appreciate you guys.